I'm definitely tired because I don't know what to say. Oh, God. So, I feel like I need to caveat this video. Not everything went to plan. Predominantly this. I lost the footage on the GoPro twice, so I only have the last 2 hours of the run recorded. Hopefully that's the most interesting part of the run. But essentially, because of that, I feel like I need to set the scene so you can understand what was happening up until that point. The night before the run, I recorded this. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to attempt to run further than I ever have before, so 60 kilometres from my flat up here in London down to my parents down in Surrey. I'm going to do it solo, so with no support from anybody else. I'm just going to put on a bag and attempt to run 60 kilometres. I think it's going to take me roughly 6 to 7 hours, but I'm going to take it pretty easy. Not going to push myself too hard, but just want to see if my body's physically capable of running that far, and in a setting where I don't have aid stations and the support of people around me. I started the run at 7 o'clock in the morning. It was still dark outside. I left Muswell Hill up here in North London and made my way down to Hyde Park in Central. The first 10k, my body was just slowly waking up. I did have a bit of a niggle down in my foot. After about an hour, it just sort of went away and hasn't been a problem since. One thing I was really worried about on this run was getting water. I needed to be able to get water along the way, so I'd mapped out water fountains. The first one in Hyde Park, great, filled up my bottles, and then the next 3 or 4 that I came across, all empty. But I got to about Hook, which was about 35k in, and I got really lucky and found this water fountain that was working, and that took me to the end of the race. And then finally the GoPro. So about 20k into the run, I was recording and it came up with SD card error, and essentially I had to format the card in order to continue recording. I thought, okay, it's only the first 2 hours, and then it happened again at about 38k into the run. So this was about 4 hours into the run, which is where this will start. I can't believe this. Twice the GoPro footage has formatted on me. So, SD card errors. Technology is not being my friend today. The run is going great. Nearly 40k in. And my body's holding up pretty well. I've been running on this ridiculously straight road for nearly an hour now. And I'm really looking forward to it finishing. So I've run all the way across London, down through Richmond Park, through Kingston, and now I'm running down into Surrey. The run's going bloody well, so that's the important bit. I just don't have any of the run documented. Oh well, we're going into the back 20k now, which is easily going to be the hardest part of this run, so probably the interesting bit as well. I think I'm going over the M25 at the moment, but it doesn't really feel like it. Okay, there's a bridge coming up. Maybe this will be it. Right, 40k done. Just going down into Leatherhead now. So I feel like I'm on the back straight now, even though there's still 20k to go. Just slowly making my way through Leatherhead. One thing I've struggled with on this run is keeping my heart rate down. It'll be interesting to see what that does towards the end of this run. It's been slowly drifting up for the last few hours, but yeah, not kept it as low as I hoped. But hopefully it's not the end of the world. Doesn't impact me towards the end. Oh, definitely in the countryside now. Oh, this makes a bit of a change. I just hit 45k, so 3/4 of the way done. 15k to go. Definitely starting to feel a bit tired, but still moving all right, so we'll see how this goes. I'm slightly regretting coming this way. I think if I'd stayed along that main road, it would have been a bit flatter. Oh. Just heading past Box Hill before I head down into to Dorking. Oh, I definitely won't be going over there today. Oh, I'm 46k in. Oh, just cruising now. Oh, I know there's a few hills coming my way. They're nothing too steep, but I think they're going to be a bit of a grind, a bit of a struggle. Oh. Just going past Denby's where the Hurtwood 50k started about 6 months ago. I'm heading back to run the Hurtwood again in 6 weeks' time. This run's giving me a lot of confidence that I can run the distance, but I don't think I've got the leg strength for the hills yet, so that's what I'm really going to be focusing on for the next 6 weeks, is see if I can get as much elevation gain every week. Just coming up to Dorking now. So I've just gone past Dorking. That's the last big town. This is probably the biggest hill that I've got now. So once I get to the top of here, I'll be happy. Around 49k done, 11k to go. Oh, slowly getting there. My energy levels have really dropped in the last 10k. This hill is a lot more of a struggle than they were maybe a couple of hours ago. Nearly there though, nearly at the top. Right, 51k done. Moving into kind of unknown territory now. I've never run this far or for this long before. My legs have held up pretty well, but my lungs and my heart are definitely starting to tire, but you know, could definitely be worse. Just need to keep moving essentially. But yeah, home stretch now. Just coming up on 52k. Nice. Oh, nearly there. That feels good. Been lots of main roads today. Definitely not taking the scenic route, but it's the shortest, the most direct route to my parents. So yeah, it is what it is. Definitely feeling like my energy levels are low now, but I'm not far now, so just need to grind out the last 7.5k, and then I can eat as much as I can get my hands on. This hill definitely feels harder than it should. Definitely suffering now. 6k to go, I think, roughly. When I mapped out, it was exactly 60k, but for some reason I think it might be an extra kilometre or two, but we'll see. Yeah, that's 54k. 55k. Oh, 55. Oh. I'm definitely tired because I don't know what to say. Oh, God. I think I need another gel just to cover me off for the last 5k. But, yeah. God, it feels like nearly there. I'm definitely going to do this. I just turned off onto the road down into Capel where my parents live, and started recording, and a message came up on the camera saying SD card error, and I thought, oh God, not again. And then it said repairing file. Oh, so don't think I've lost anything this time, but I'm really nervous I'm going to lose everything all over again. Oh, this run has definitely turned into a bit more of a shuffle than a run, but something like 3k left and the run has gone bloody well, way better than I expected. So, oh, I'm happy, just bloody tired. Oh, time to grind out the last few k. Oh. I almost want to stop filming in case I lose all the footage again. Oh, next time I'm going to bring a spare SD card. Oh, and then maybe I can recover some of the files. Something like 2k left. Not far. Oh, and I'm done. Oh, 60k in 6 hours and 10, or at least that's the moving time. Oh, I'm knackered, but oh, that felt surprisingly good. Of all the things to go wrong, I did not expect it to be the GoPro. My legs were fine. My lungs started to get tired towards the end, but they were fine. Heart rate was probably higher than it should have been, but again, wasn't awful. The route worked out pretty well. Even the bits I'd memorised, I managed to just run them without a problem. I thought I might struggle to find water, and half the water fountains I planned to go to weren't working, but then I came across that one in Hook, which saved the day, and I've still got a little bit now. So yeah, fueling, stomach was fine, legs were fine. Oh, everything went well, apart from documenting it. Oh, typical. Oh, but yeah, that gives me a lot of confidence for the Hertwood 50k, which I've got in 6 weeks time. So really the training focus now is all about leg strength, so hills, which yeah, it's going to be a lot of hill training for the next 6 weeks. All right, I'm going to go get something to eat. So finally, I thought it might just be interesting to show the run on Strava. So the run was just over 60 kilometers. The moving time was 6 hours 10. The pace 6 minutes per kilometer, roughly, just over. The elapsed time was 6 hours 27. So there's about 17 minutes there where I was stationary. I think most of that was either when I was refilling the water bottles or when I was trying to sort out the camera when I lost the footage. This is the route from up here in North London all the way down to my parents in Capel. So I started up here in Muswell Hill, made my way down to Hyde Park. You can see down here where I stopped to fill up my water bottles and have a bit of a walking break every 10k or so. You can also see 21 kilometers in where I lost the GoPro footage for the first time, and then the second time at about 36 kilometers where my pace dropped off just because I was trying to sort out the footage. Oh, cool. So I have roughly 6 weeks now until the Hurtwood 50k, so I'm going to do a few videos on my training for that, but that'll probably be my next big race, next big video. But yeah, thanks for watching. Cheers, bye.